Okay, greetings everyone. This is First Centaurian 753, looking at global achievements for Dawn of Man. Dawn of Man is a game that just came out this past March. It's kind of a city building game, ancient civilization type game, sort of one that I tried to get going on my channel. Didn't really get a lot of support. I have a lot of achievements, about half the achievements done now, 54%. But I'm about to get something that nobody, I believe, has done yet. Stone Prestige. Reached 900 prestige in the Stone Age, according to Steam. And I'll actually see if I can refresh this. I want to actually have this ready to confirm that I am one of the first to do this. Yeah, there we go. According to Steam, 0% of the people who own the game have achieved Stone Prestige. The other one is Ultimate Challenger. Complete all 4 challenges in hardcore mode. That's going to be a long one. I think that's been around the entire time and no one's gotten that one yet. But Stone Prestige, I believe this came in with the most recent patch. So this is a new game. Prestige is acquired through a number of means. Let's go back to the game here just to show you. Prestige, if you want to look up your prestige in this game, you go here into your stats. That's your prestige there. Prestige is a measure of how well known your settlement is. Depends on your population, which I think it's 1 point per population. Buildings and technology. I've acquired all the technology in the Stone Age. Stone Age ends with Copper Age, and that begins sort of like the Metal Age. And I didn't know this until I actually was about to do it. And I'm not going to click it just in case that's off. But I've acquired all the knowledge in the Paleolithic Age, Mesolithic Age, and Neolithic Age. This game was originally based on a game that I was playing for the achievement of Paleolithic Overpopulation, which about 0.4 people have. And this is get 100 people in your settlement in the Paleolithic era. I'm going to actually speed this up so this actually happens before someone sneaks in. So for prestige points, you can get them for the settlement. The buildings you have, huts, are only 2. Oh, I thought there were 3. Storage, stables. That's not storage. That's an old man. Yeah, storage is 2. Okay, and these totem poles are 3. I believe skull poles are 1. But the big ones that I've been doing to try to get up to prestige, 1,000 prestige, 900 prestige, have been these stone circles. And these are probably, not all in the most optimum spaces. Stone circles are religious buildings. They help people gain morale as they pray. They gain their morale back. There it is, creeping up slowly. And these stone circles are 60 prestige. These are the biggest things that I can do as far as prestige-wise. And actually, I can't. It doesn't show you, but yeah, stones with this technological level, stone circles are the biggest. I have another stone circle over here, 2 over there, building 1 right there, and this one is going to get done first actually because we've got 1 left, and there's our megalith that is slowly being dragged by these 4 guys up to the stone circle. And like I said, these are probably not in the most optimum positions. I would think you probably want religious structures. I got a whole bunch of totem poles right here on this sort of totem pole hill here. 2 hills right there, totem pole. Ideally, you probably want them within the settlement because people can sort of recover their morale as they're going through. But the reason why I have these sort of on the borders there is because I have them positioned to where they would be, in proximity to the megalith stones that we are acquiring. For example, there were a lot of megalithic stones out here in this valley. I think I cleared out most of them. I go to this vision. There's one right now that we're working on. I think there was a few in here too, but we had a lot, so that's why I put that megalithic structure right there, really, with a stone circle right here, which is really, it doesn't really look like a good spot. It's not really, it's on the edge of the settlement, so that's more for proximity to megalithic stones. And this one actually came in from another valley, I think, out in this distance here. But like I said, this was originally... I think I have another one out here somewhere too. This was originally... There it is, right there, right in front of me. I didn't even see it, behind that tree. Yeah, so I don't know if we're going to need that or not. This was originally a game for that Paleolithic Age achievement where you could only go to the Paleolithic Age, which that was tough, I would say, because I can only hunt and gather. I couldn't farm anything. And I had saved up a lot of knowledge, which I have right now. But basically, the settlement, it was all huts. And I think I started right here. These were the first two. Not huts, they were all tents. And this was sort of like a little cove settlement that I created, and then I created another cove, larger sphere, sort of coving it things out this way until I got here, and then I zigzagged sort of back this direction, and this was sort of like another opening as opposed to this sort of open. First settlement sort of opened and faced this big lake here, which is great for fish. Lakes are actually kind of my new favorite. I didn't think I was going to like lakes. I preferred rivers, but lakes are great because you can go ahead and you can fish all these different areas and really get a lot more fish. Right now I have low on fish, but I was up to 40 a couple, I don't know, minutes ago, like the fall. But then you also have this lake. And the other thing about lakes that I realized is that animals go towards the rivers, towards water. And with a big lake, you can have more animals sort of that you can get to as opposed to having to cross a river. Or you could, I guess you could build bridges, but I was never big on building bridges as far as, just for like purposes of not breaking the natural defense barrier for any raiders that would be coming in. But raiders could always come in on fords, and you had fords too. But I guess bridges would be a little more beneficial. But just having this lake, especially two lakes, a settlement between two lakes, I got a lot of fish this series. I think, and I can probably look up how many fish I have. I've been playing for a while too, so the numbers. Here it is, 1,581 fish total compared to 33 meat, cured meat. But this sort of was another opening that gave me access to this lake. And I did not develop around this lake in particular because I wanted it to be open to keep animals coming in, keeping it a hunting ground, and as well as a fishing ground, which is also one of the reasons why I didn't move into this patch of trees here too, because there's a lot of animals that like to come in through there. So that's a nice little hunting ground. Blocked off by a hill to the main village. And so I was able to get 100 people within the Paleolithic Age. Looks like we just are beginning, or almost finished on the stone circle. And then after that, I was able to get farming going. I got through the entire Mesolithic Age, I think, in a split second. Because I had so much knowledge built up, I was just able to acquire everything. And then I just picked a few things with the Neolithic Age, and I started farming. I have vegetables up here, and this became sort of like Grain Alley. There's a lot of flat land here that gave me access, and then I built some settlements out here to provide better logistics and more proximity of labor to a lot of the grain that is in here, this harvest here. But this is winter now, and it looks like it's going to be in winter where we may get this achievement. Like I said, this stone circle will give us 60. And we are currently at 837, so we'll need at least 3 more. So I should build maybe a house somewhere. Or I could build another totem pole. Where would I put the totem pole? Probably near the center, because we could get quick, easy access. Let's just drop it right here. Right, yeah. There we go. Alright, that will be 3 points. And once this is done, if not earlier, the totem pole will give us the stone prestige. So I've had a lot of fun with this game. Early on, it was tough with, like I said, the Mesolithic Age, or in the Paleolithic Age. We had to go out to these like lakes all the way out in this distance to find like large game like these woolly rhinos here. They provide a lot of good food and skins. I'd go after packs of bison they're good because they actually fight back, and it's easier to kill them that way as long as you have enough, I guess, firepower, so to speak. So we had a lake over there that we'd be taking trips to, sending groups out to, and so I'd have to hunt in the springtime because going over long distances in the winter was hazardous. And here was another one, not too much going on here right now. So that was a lake we would hunt towards, and also gave us access to this lake. And there was really good hunting grounds along this lake up here into this little valley area here, and another big lake over the hills. And I don't see any mammoths. I don't think they've gone extinct. I don't know. There's another lake around here somewhere. I thought. Sorry, this is probably getting. I think I'm lost. Oh, can I pass it? That's the other lake. Yeah, no rhinos. Or no mammoths. Huh. Yeah. Alright, that brings us back. Alright, enough fooling around there. Let's get through this prestige here. So, also staying in this Stone Age, you're not getting a lot of attacks by raiders, so survive. Oh, stick my foot in my mouth there, huh? Foot and mouth disease. We got about 10. I haven't seen more than double digits. That's just hilarious that happened. I did not plan that or rig that in any way. Just FYI. Raider attack is on. Let's look at the raider point of view. See these raiders. Look at these guys. Ooh, they got some flint spears down there. It looks like, but they haven't done the other technology because we don't have the technology. So, but in this Neolithic age, you do get attacked. You don't get attacked prior to the Neolithic age, I believe, which I think is historically accurate, actually. But after this age, when we get into the Metal Age, that's when I think the attacks get big. This guy got a spear. Oh, she's screaming. Oh, there's a fight. Oh, jeez. This is just a gauntlet of blood. Oh my god. They got one of our guys. We got one. Where are the dogs? Yeah, alright. We're pretty excited. Get out of there. We've gotten a lot of raiders, so it's pretty easy to hold off these attacks. They're not that big. There it is. So no real need for defenses. It did warn me to put up defenses before I went into the metal age, though. Alright, I want to get this achievement done before I leave the video here. This is achieved. That's built. Wait a minute. Alright, 3 more points. I was worried I didn't get it because I was in that particular view. So this is now the priority. 4 sticks, 4 bones, 2 dried skins, and 1 log. I'm kind of short on logs. I had a large grain surplus before, but my populations has been sort of skyrocketing. Especially since I expanded out here into that valley. This, I think I can see further expansion into this valley. I think you could probably cut it off and protect it, defend it. I don't know if I want to expand around the lake, but it would be cool to have a city encompassing an entire lake. But, you know, if you guys want to see me continue with this game, please do leave a like down below. Also, comments, any types of suggestions as far as, you know, achievements or challenges, you know, anything else you have questions with this game. I've gotten to know this game pretty well, and I've just been playing it a lot in my spare time. I just really like the way it looks and the way these settlements are structured and the city building. There's also an economy to it because there's a merchant that comes in and trades, and we have a lot of resources to manage, and grain will turn to flour, flour into bread, you know, but you need to have, so you can store a lot of grain because that's something that doesn't go bad. But you also need to have a lot of bread on hand because you can still have like 100 grain and people will be dying of starvation because you don't have any bread. So, you know, there's a lot of things to manage there. And of course, byproduct of grain is the straw, which go into the haystacks a lot here. There's a lot of logistics involved too, storage and production structures, and the haystacks provide food for the animals, which you need stables for the animals to stay in winter. And of course, the animals provide a lot of good byproducts for your sheep. Will give you. Oh, that sheep's getting killed. Sheep right there. And I can't click on it for some reason. 4 raw meat, 1 raw skin. Might have been 2 raw skin. You might have gotten one already. 1 bone. So eventually, when they get to be beyond their maximums, they do get killed, and so that's food. And I view it as almost like savings or storage or something like that. Capital. That's capital. Animal capital. Because it could be like, you could save it. But they also, goats will produce milk, which I don't have any right now. Cows produce a lot of milk. Sheep, like I said. Wool, which can be made into wool cloth, which can then be made into wool outfits. This is sort of my manufacturing center here for my textile industries. I got 2 weavers, one focused on weaving cloth, one focused on weaving linen, and there's my outfitter that produces the clothes. So it's all really cool operation, everything set up here. It's almost like there's little self-sufficient communities too, because you have your food dryers, your raw skins, your hearth, your mortars, crafters, different storage units, and of course spirituality structures that help benefit the communities. And I need to cut down some more trees. We're running out of logs here. Let's just get those trees away from that stone circle there. Get another one. As soon as this thing gets built, maybe I can speed things up a little bit. There's some sticks coming in. Oh boy. 3 infections. That's a lot. I haven't seen any like epidemics, knock on wood there. But people have gotten diseases, but you know, they die and it doesn't really spread. So 1 log here. Who's got a log for me? 6 logs. I don't have any logs. Should cut down some more trees around this area. That one. There's a tree. That should be 3 logs when you get a tree. And we have nope, not yet. There's somebody bringing a log. Where are you going there, buddy? No, go to the totem pole. Is that a... That's not a wolf. Yeah, you have dogs too also that protect the camp, which is pretty cool. Trader has arrived. Here we go. Now here's a little economics of it. So being in the Neolithic era, I only have flint, and flint is a scarce metal. If I moved into the Copper Age, I could use copper to copper tools, or bronze tools eventually in the Bronze Age with tin, and then there's iron and bronze itself. So, you know, when I get into those ages, I can expand my metal production. And I usually don't sell them off too, because you know they are kind of limited. There's a limited capacity you can actually mine all the metal. So, but I usually don't buy them either. I usually produce. I'll buy like flint, so it turns into flint tools, or I'll buy bronze, it turns bronze tools. But in this particular game, when I'm going for the Stone Circle Prestige and the Paleolithic Prestige, there's limited amounts of flint, so I'm going to actually buy the flint tools here. And actually, there's not much more I want here. I usually buy all the food I can. I don't really want pigs, because I have pigs. This is really very limited. Alright, so I have tons of skins, because I've been hunting a lot. And I also get it from slaughtering the domesticated animals. I also have tons of wool, which is just coming in and grows right off the sheep. And linen is from flax seeds. So those are the 3 areas that I have surpluses that I trade. And I'm just going to do dry skin here, and also bones too. There's sort of extra. I am making some bone tools, bone harpoons, and bone spears, but focusing more on the flint tools. I guess the bone harpoons are critical for fishing, but we got plenty of bones. Like I said, hunting and domesticated animals. So this is just sort of like making change with the with the bone tools there. Alright, totem pole is the last thing on our list. Once this is done, we will have the big achievement. We survived the winter. And the totem pole is almost there. And you guys will have seen me achieve stone prestige with, according to Steam, no one has done yet. A goat has died of... Oh, come on, you should have killed the goat. Alright. Could have had food. That is weird. I've never seen that before, actually. Odd thing. Building in progress. As soon as this is done, we will have achieved it. I'm going to take a picture. Should be done soon. There's going to be an achievement right up there. Hello. I hope there's going to be an achievement. Sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. They're all going to plant grain. Did we finish it? Yeah, we did. Let's take a look. 900. Maybe I have to get one over just to trigger it. Do a skull. There it is. Ah, yes, I got the picture. Achievement, Stone Prestige. I am the first one according to Steam. No one else has done it. You guys saw at the beginning of the video. So, thank you for watching. Again, if you like this video, if you like this game, right now they're planting all the grain there. Look at all the grain being planted there. Lots of food. But that's not going to be picked until the fall, when the harvest comes in. We will have an early summer harvest with the vegetables that are coming in here. Chickpeas, bitter vetch, and I don't know, I've never heard of that before, and lentils. So that'll be a little bit of harvest, and we'll also harvest fruits, berries in the summer, and the fall, grain and nuts. So the game's pretty cool. I love it. I think you get some really cool views for like a city building game. You can go up to these mountain tops up here and sort of look over your settlement like you're a god, sort of, so to speak. The god of the settlement. Look over the countryside. So it's really cool. I love this game. I've been playing a lot of it. If you guys want to see me play more and just continue with this series, maybe go into the Stone Age and continue with this, I'd have to build up defenses, and there will be more attacks and raiders. You know, leave a like. I think if I get over like, I want to try to get 15 to 20 likes at least, and then I'll definitely go with a series with this, or maybe like 100 views and like, or like, you know, a couple hundred views in a couple days. So let me know, and comments down below. Feel free to put them down in the comments, and let me know if you guys want any particular challenges or have any particular questions about the game, because like I said, I've been playing it a lot and I really enjoy it, and I have a lot to talk about too, strategies and everything. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We will be coming out with more Geopolitical Simulator episodes soon as I get my copyright approved, or not approved. As soon as the video gets approved, I gotta start getting other Geopolitical Simulator series out there, but I'm also interested in other games too. Surviving Mars was something I took a look at this weekend. I didn't get to film anything. I think I mentioned that in one of the Geopolitical Simulator episodes, that I was gonna do a Surviving Mars first look, but I didn't get a chance to, so I apologize for that. But I am gonna be looking for some other games. The Steam sale is coming up, I think less than 30 days. So, and then of course the summer. I got a lot of free time in the summer. So, should be a lot more stuff coming up on this channel. Again, leave a like if you like this. I think that's repetitive by now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next